Have you ever met somebody and you felt like immediately you felt like you know that person for a long time? Fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, I met my wife exactly 5 years ago tomorrow at a Chinese restaurant. She came right in front of me and sat down at the table. She was wearing a red blouse. She was so beautiful and sexy. I couldn't take my eyes off her. I have to be honest though, at that point I never thought that I knew her for a long time. But there was one thing that I was thinking about. I want to get to know her and spend all of my life with her. Things turned out to be good. We got married and now we have a daughter. It's those moments when you meet someone and you have this automatic click. Do you know about the fact that you interact with averagely 2 people in a day? That calculates to 1,095 people in a year. So out of those thousands of people, you actually have people in your life in a valuable position selected because you meet so many people. It was that same year that I did my first trip to Japan. 2010. It was for a World Congress for the JCI. I don't know if you know JCI. 6,000 delegates went to that Congress and I was one of them. At one point of the conference, synchronized destiny got me to sit down next to this lady that I met in the bus. Her name is Semula. She was so, inspired, like she was so positive and she was motivational. I was wondering who she was because she says I just sat next to her and she was full of positivity. And I really clicked. It just got me to click with her. And we started talking, deep conversation. We were talking about the differences in cultures. We were talking about the reason why we're here. We were talking about the secret. We were talking about the power of now. At the JCI Congress, I met a lot of people, thousands of people. But it was this individual that we connected so nice that I want to tell you the 2 things that we spoke about that is inside my head for the last 2 weeks. And I want to share those things. We agreed on 2 things. One of them was that we both agreed that the best service in life is serving humanity, no matter what you do. Being an active citizen, doing good for the purpose of life and humanity. We agreed on that. It doesn't matter if you're Turkish, Greek, if you're from Asia, if you're from America. We all agreed on that. We're talking deep with the other people over there as well. The second thing was that in this side of the world, in Europe, it is funny for those people from Asia to see how if there's a problem that a person faces, that person automatically thinks about why should I, go out of my way and solve that problem when nobody is doing it. In Asia though, she told me and she convinced me to believe in this. People are raised and brought up to actually think about that problem and they ask this question. If no one's doing it, I should be the one who should do it. That's the way they are developed over there. So I agreed with her. Well, Samila also told me that I could call her Mila. And it was valuable because her nickname on Facebook was Mila. And I added her on Facebook 5 years ago. And we started communicating. I saw her pictures, I liked her pictures, she liked my pictures. And it was good. Although we never had the chance to speak again, have that face-to-face interaction, we never had it. But it was good to be able to communicate with her through internet. Unfortunately, 2 weeks ago, at the Nepal earthquake, Sumali passed away with her 2 children.
Oh.
And today I wanted to talk to you about this. It affected me so much that I didn't even know what to talk about tonight. I wanted to talk to you about this subject. I could see, when I first saw the Nepal earthquake, I could see that a lot of people were not online. They were not actually interacting. And I thought, let me see what she's doing. I went, hello Mila, how are you? Is everything okay? And she said to me, nothing. There was no answer. And then a message came from one of the relatives, I don't know who she was, and they said that Mila passed away. So I want to take the opportunity and ask all of you to rise, if you don't mind. And join me with my speech. This is something I'd like to do. A 1 minute silence will show respect to Mila with the Nepali music. That picture there is a picture of Mila, by the way. Thank you very much. You can be seated now. May her soul rest in peace. Thank you very much.